Imagine a universe where the cold vacuum of space is not the only danger, but the searing heat of political ambition and military conflict threatens to burn civilization to ash. You are Anselm Gunnar, a man caught in the thermals of a galaxy on the brink of war, where every decision creates a ripple of consequences that can either save or doom entire star systems. But when you discover that navigating these currents isn't about avoiding the heat, but about using it to lift yourself above the chaos, you realize that survival isn't about hiding, it's about mastering the flow of power through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics. Welcome to Anselm Gunnar, Thermals, the pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Evan Currie's sci-fi saga. If you love space opera tropes, political intrigue, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist navigate a hostile cosmos through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of moral responsibility. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's involvement in a critical diplomatic mission, thrusting him into a race against time to prevent a regional conflict from escalating into a galactic war. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of strained engines, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where peace is permanently lost. Currie excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of uncertainty, making every tactical maneuver, every intelligence assessment, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble, where the price of failure isn't just death, but the irreversible fracture of civilization. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular strategic commander trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers. It's about understanding the complex ecology of interstellar politics, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force and superior capital. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Anselm Gunnar lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Anselm Gunnar, Thermals, is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Evan Currie has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.